Hey, it's your favorite YouTube guy, Chris Palmer, doing another report from the Palmer News Network. Today, I come in sorrow, as in to say, at the atrocities that's been done by the Biden family. Hunter Biden, James Biden, Joe Biden, and the Hunter Biden drug and unexplainable money from China. There's a soundbite from China saying they own Joe Biden. You can hear the soundbite at Jess Waters breaking Trump news. Biden's sexual assault allegations that people didn't know about. The Hunter Biden scandal, which people know now, but millions of unexplained money from China. I mean, so much that his own bank red flagged him. And a lot of people didn't know that Harris was the most leftist senator, the most liberal senator, when it all comes down to it. I guess we'll start with the stooge, Hunter Biden. On one of his drug binges, he left his laptop at a Mac repair store. He was so fucked up, he forgot what he did with it. So 90 days later, they looked at the laptop and immediately took it to the FBI. And what did they do with it? They warned him that he was being investigated and swept it under the rug until after the election. Let's see. Hunter had so much money come from China's banks from China, banks was reporting possible criminal activity, and when asked what the money was for, they refused to answer. Mainstream media covered all the scandals up. They just covered them up. Didn't report about them or said it was disinformation or something like that. And that is just not even right. For the Bidens, by saying it was Russian disinformation, is what the news media'd say, or two, it was just a smear campaign, or just black it out entirely, or they didn't even show nothing about it. Post-election surveys of Biden voters in swing states showed 10% of voters would have voted for Trump if they would have known about those scandals and the sexual assault accusations. And the media covered all the bad news on the Democrats. The parent companies of the media make a lot of money from China. That's why the Democrats didn't have bad news come out, because it's all about the money. The same people that told you Trump colluded with Russia and all the made-up stories on Trump are the same ones that said there is no fraud in this election. Think of where the news is coming from. The same ones getting money from China are the same parent companies of the mainstream media. Hunter and James and their business partner Tony Bobulinski a successful businessman and a Navy veteran, said in an interview that 10% went to the big guy, which was Joe Biden himself. When you are running a Chinese oil company and you're giving 10% to the man to a man running for president, that is showing bias toward China, which he will have to pay back or pay China back in his new job as president. So think about that. When he becomes president, all these deals he's made with China, he's going to wipe Trump's Chinese tariffs out for where it makes us evenly making money from the trade with China. He's going to wipe all that out. And they're going to let him do that, and then they're going to probably claim that he's incompetent, which he is, and he's going to have to resign because he'll be incompetent, and Kamala Harris will step forward as president, and that is something we don't want. I mean, these people are people that are for full-term abortions. That means that the baby is alive and out of the mama and they kill it. I mean, people, come on. We have to have some morals left in the America that I love. I mean, we have morals. We still say yes, sir, and yes, ma'am, where I come from. I don't know what the part of the country y'all that listen to me come from, but morals and matters matter around here. We respect our old people. We hold the door open for people. We have good small town values that we hold on to dearly. And when I research things like this that I just read to you, it makes my whole heart saddened for America. For me to know that a person like this is going to be running and making decisions that will affect my life as well as your life. And I just needed to throw all this out here for you so that you can see what kind of mess we really are in. And I don't do disinformation. I don't do dishonest stuff. I do my research. And whatever comes up truth is whatever comes up truth. If I could find something good to say about Democrats, I would. If I could track down something that they've done that's been good. And it's like Nancy Pelosi. She admitted to Dan Crenshaw that the only reason she didn't pass the bill to give us another $1,250 is because she was waiting for the new president to be sworn in. That's why we didn't get the money by the holidays like President Trump said we would. Because she would not sign the bill. Nancy Pelosi herself. She's been in there 37 years. She's up for re-election next year. We need to vote her out of that place. She does not need to be in Congress anymore. She has done irreparable damage to our country. And a lot of the other senators have too. That's why we need to put term limits on them, and for them to be, they can only serve for 4 years and then be out of there. That's what we need to do. And on that, that's just food for thought, and that's a quick video that I'm doing. I mean, it bothers me deeply on this subject and these subjects like this, and I swear, I try to find good stuff that Democrats have done. And because my favorite president's FDR, and he's a Democrat, and they just don't make Democrats like that anymore. if they was one, I would find one. Maybe some of you Democrats can watch maybe catch me somewhere on the internet and see this, might show me wrong, might stand up in Congress and say something good. But Dan Crenshaw, you need to watch his speech that he done about Nancy Pelosi and why she was holding the money back. That was one of the best speeches I've seen in a long time. And, you know, it's crazy that I can't find any good stories about anything that the Democrats have done. Even her own party asked her to do a bipartisan bill, and she refused to. But just food for thought. So this is Chris Palmer. I'm signing off. I will do another story tomorrow. I've got a couple more in hand that I'm going to do. And I'm signing out. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow.